Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Nice. I'm in. Let's do it right now. I don't care. I'm gonna walk across this damn room.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Oh, okay. How much? Welcome back, everybody, to another Splash God experience. I'm Splash Brasileiro, also known as the Splash God, and we are back playing Danganronpa 2 Goodbye with Despair, episode 34. Oh boy. Yes, sir. So in the last episode, we investigated Nagito Kameda's body. Yes, this motherfucker is dead. Thank God. Not really, but yes, really, but because I didn't like him that much because he was kind of annoying. He was kind of a dick too. But we investigated his body. The state of his body was like he pretty much got tied up, strung out from all four extremities, stabbed multiple times, multiple lacerations. His mouth was taped, and he had a huge spear through his chest. I think chest or stomach. I don't remember. But he had all that, and he died with his eyes open and just looked like he was just in pure agony and shock. So yeah, we investigated his body and found out some clues, but it's kind of hard to really pinpoint any suspects, I guess, because we were all separated, so nobody really has a real alibi that can be that trustworthy, I guess, because there is no witnesses to back each other up, and the setting of the crime was weird. It was just like, obviously it was arson, like it was the fire was intentional to try to cover up probably cover up Nagito's actual murder, but we were all together when it happened, so it was, I don't know, this whole thing's kind of confusing. So in the last episode, we kind of left off at a weird spot where we began investigating Nagito's room. So we're going to continue with that, and then we're just going to roll into the actual class trial. So apparently this is the last class trial, according to Monokuma. This is just his words. I don't know for sure, but I guess we're getting towards the end of the game. Remember to show some love for the game, guys, since we're towards the end, and to inspire me to move on to the next game, which will be Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. I would love some support. I would love some feedback. Let me know in the comments below. It's like, hey, I really want to see you play this game. Can you please continue on with the Let's Play series? That will inspire me and let me know that you guys want to see it, and that I will do it. As always, guys, if you are new and haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. I will leave a little link to the top right of your screen. It will take you to the playlist section of my channel. From there, you can watch this whole Let's Play series from Danganronpa 1 to this one, or any of the other Let's Plays that I have for you. There are also scary games, funny games, multiplayer games, shooter games where I play with my friends and I make it into a hilarious video that is very entertaining. So if you're interested, go and check those out. But other than that, guys, I said my piece on what's gonna happen and what's happening right now. So let's get on with episode 34 of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye with Despair. Alright, we are here. What do you got for me, bitch? Ass fucking bear. Alright, let's see.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You make me depressed.
Stupid fool!
You're making me depressed. So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
The Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial.
That's right.
I'll suck dick to get out of this island. I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I had to pull out all the stops. And fuck a do.
You...
What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet. That feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things there. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx this, you bitch.
I'll pick you up!
Damn right. Stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You...
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minamaru. It'd be enough if you started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still...
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going. The last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Roar. This is the end. Keep saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. Oh fuck. I hit my mic.
Yeah.
This elevator ride, this will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. Yeah, because we don't know shit.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight, fuck! And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Flashbang! My eyes!
Well now.
Well then, now that the Chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough! Just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Didn't I tell you he said it? This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Kameda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. Then I realized he's fucking nuts. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He's fucking nuts. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. Fuck. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. Gotta do this thing! And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Oh yeah? The fuck? Do I? I have skills. I have skills that I have not put on. I got Envious Influence, greatly increases influence gauge, effective during the class trial, cannot be combined with Attentive Influence. Greatly increases focus gauge for menacing focus, effective during the class trial. Okay. I got cheat code on, silent massage. I'm guessing these new skills are the ones that I got from the guys that I spent time with. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we're starting with Monokuma number 5, which has Nagito's death file, Nagito's torture wounds, the burnt rope that was attached to his right arm, the survival knife that was stabbed into his hand, the blood on his left hand that showed that there was no blood, like on his palm, as you can see, the duct tape around his mouth, the spear of Gungnir that penetrated his shit, the Monokuma plushie that was on the scene with blood on it, the blood on the girder from the ceiling, the Monokuma panels that were kind of dropped in a row like a domino effect, the oil lighter that was on the scene, the MP3 player that was playing the loud-ass music while the fire was going, Sonya's account that she went to the military base and the ancient ruins by herself and found out that the bombs were actually fireworks. Monokuma's account, that he knew all along that the bombs were fake. However, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. Monami's notebook from her that was stolen from her personal belongings in her house. The gas mask and gloves that were hidden in Nagito's cottage under his bed. Piece of blue paper found at Nagito's cottage under his bed. It's a round, thin piece of aluminum paper. Monokuma's special poison that was found inside of Nagito's refrigerator in his cottage. And then the Host Week Academy file that we found out all the facts about everybody. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good. Let's do it.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet.
Hi.
What's happened to you?
What, you got some sand in your vagina, Monami, huh?
You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
She's the best.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Yeah, too much of a fucking pussy.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... Alright, I'm currently texting, so I'm not paying attention. So I'm gonna go with... Fuck, I wasn't done.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Oh shit, I pressed
The
wrong
reason
button.
Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No. Were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place? Alright, time to use my fucking
Killer
brain.
didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Oh.
I'm telling you, they were torturing
Monokama's
him.
account, survival knife.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
Monokama plushie, Monokama
It's because the
panels.
killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
Torture wounds for the Nagito's, which prevented him from moving. That's nice. I don't think it's that.
What were they trying to
knife,
find out by
duct
torturing him?
tape.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Oh, keep pressing the wrong one. Monokama's account was found on the floor near the fire charges. Give that to anyone.
is whoever found the bomb first.
Fuck.
Damn it! I found it by coincidence.
Fuck.
Damn it! I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Fuck.
killer didn't take Nagito.
Ah, this shit's so hard. I think.
I'm telling you, they were.
The reason Nagito's body.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
There you go. Fuck
No,
yeah.
that's wrong.
Okay, I forgot that there was no blood under the duct tape.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If
Yeah.
he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
Yeah.
I'm prepared.
What? Already, dude? Shut up.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
You're a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid. Fuck you, guy. Torture wounds, burn rope, oil lighter. Let's just go with burn rope.
Like you
fuck
said,
it.
if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Exactly.
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information. Then, after they killed him,
Oh, fuck, dude. I forgot I was supposed to shoot there.
like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Fuck.
Crap! First,
Yeah, I
the
keep
killer
pressing the
tortured
wrong one.
Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Okay.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Cool.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Ah, I fucking hope so. Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Exactly.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then, let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Oh, fucking pimp, simp, chimp.
Damn right it is!
Huh? The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. Alright. Time for more brain fucking of mine. Zoro Night duct tape, Monokuma plushie, oil, probably the oil lighter, right?
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. And lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
So what the
Or
fuck?
perhaps opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
Opening the door, intense. What kind of setup was used to start that fire? Or what could it be? Oh, I know. The panels. Fuck!
The oil lighter found at the
Let me
crime scene,
choose the
right?
fucking thing.
The killer used some and lit the curtain on fire.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
Blues agree, right? Right? Okay, yeah.
I agree with that.
Consent. I love it. I love how they make it consent. That's hilarious.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
Yeah.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The sound, the player. The killer did one more. The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect. Fuck. The MP3 player.
I see!
Yeah! Fuck
You're
good.
talking about the MP3 player, right?
Yeah.
That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listen to this depressing crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. And as if on cue, it suddenly started. Fire!
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
Yeah.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, I kind of brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'd be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Kinda ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
Dumbass.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
That door was the only entrance to the warehouse. I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is we couldn't take any merch, the killer couldn't have left, they could have hidden inside. We couldn't see them. Holy fuck.
I see!
Yeah.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Yeah. Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder,
Hajime? What do you mean?
the person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse, there's only one person who could have done that. Yeah. Which is crazy, cause he's dead.
This is my answer. What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
It kind of, like, I don't know, he's kind of nuts. But at the same time, I thought this was like a closed room thing where it was all set up by traps and he just got fucked, you know?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss?
She's just like completely ignoring him.
That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it. But I feel like I'm overlooking something. Fuck if I know if you don't know, bitch. The burned rope, right? Maybe? I'll just go with that. I'll just hover over that.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but... tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Aha! I get it.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
If our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but... tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Oh shit. Did it just absorb that? Oh fuck. Well, it wasn't
Crap.
that. Anyways, cool.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Fuck!
Dirty joke! Is that a
It
dirty
wouldn't make
joke?
sense, so maybe I gotta shoot on the first one.
To actually tie up your own arms.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah. Goddamn. Process of elimination.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
Yeah, he had... that shit was burned off.
The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap is his sleeve, the knife in his hand, the light. Prove that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap. The knife in his hand?
Crap!
Fuck, okay. It's the other one. Or is it?
Crap!
Fuck, oh, it's not. Ah, fucking. You know how stupid I am, guys. Come on now.
Crap!
What? Wait, what? What? His right sleeve. His right. What was with his right sleeve?
I see! Take a close look at his right sleeve.
I don't remember.
Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
His right. Another of his other limbs.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural.
Well, I guess it wouldn't.
That
I
rope
don't
was
know.
burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
I guess they're trying to say, or he's trying to say, like, the burn wouldn't have stopped at the rope. It would have gone all the way to his sleeve.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Nice. I'm in. Let's do it right now. I don't care. I'm gonna walk across this damn room.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Oh, okay. How much?
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Benjamin for copping a feel, bro? How about, like 20?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
You're not even that hot.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
Into his... Was it in the right or left? I don't
It's
remember.
impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
It was in the right?
That much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
I'm trying to spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest!
A way to stab yourself in the... A way to stab yourself in your right hand using your only right hand. It's okay. There's definitely an answer for this. Fuck if I know, dude. Fuck. Survival knife, blood on girder, the girder.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
If Nagito could only use his right hand to stab himself in the palm, then how did he do it? He can only use his right hand to stab himself in the palm.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right...
Let me look at the Monokuma plushie again. A life-size Monokuma plushie that was found on the floor near the fire's original origin point has a huge bloody hole in it.
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife, could he stab his hand?
Is he a
I'm
throwing knife?
fucking
Maybe he
good
propped
at
and
this.
slammed his right hand.
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, we don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
I think I just missed it. Fuck, it's consent with Chiaki.
Even if
shit.
Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his...
If he threw the knife and let the knife, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
You're so right, babe.
I agree with that.
You're so right. And you're so hot.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
And the blood.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him, and it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
Ah, dude. Like, that must have took, like, hella force.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
Sorry, I kind of misclicked.
If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then, he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Ha ha ha.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
She said it again.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Ah! Monomi sassing me!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far, so this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
For the sake of hope.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Oh, I already know.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how. We made it this far up till now.
God, I love her.
Everyone, working together.
She's right. We made it through several ordeals up to now by doing that. Then, even now.
All right, let's do this.
Again, we go. Make your argument. Where is it? Why isn't it here? What? What?
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
Hold up. Blood on left hand. Blood was splattered on the palm of Nagito's left hand. For some reason, the splatter cuts off in the middle of his palm. Also, the back of his left hand has an unnatural blood stain that's only above the middle joints of his fingers.
Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
Nice.
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What?
What are you saying?
I like how get hard was the thing.
Aborting Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
If Nagito committed suicide, then he must have used that spear to stab himself. Even if his arms and legs were tied up, there's no doubt he used some part of his body, his cock. The only thing he could have used is...
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together.
When the spear stabbed, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Yeah!
No, that's wrong!
Yeah! I get so excited.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Honestly, I don't know how, but sure.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Choking his guy. What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? Hiding, open back of his hand was exposed. Ripping, right?
I see!
Gripping what?
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
Gripping what?
That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
No, that's what I was thinking of.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Which section of the spear was he holding on to? The handle, the blade, the shaft? I'm thinking the cord.
I see!
I know, I guess, but
That's
I
it.
don't know why.
Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were
Right.
bloodstains on that part too.
Right.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Yeah.
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with that spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this,
Fucking love tea.
how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Vertical. Nagito was facing up, and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it. Could it be? The state of the spear, and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Oh, we're going inside my fucking brain, baby! Oh shit, my hand. Forgot the buttons already. Pressing the wrong buttons. That slow down. I could use that. Which one speed up? Forward. Holy fuck! Dude, that came out of nowhere. What the fuck? Oh. Is this getting harder? I feel like it is. What the fuck? Okay, question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Under Nagito, above Nagito, above Nagito. Alright, sick. Oh, you fucking bitch! Fuck you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit! No! Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A ceiling girder, a stuffed plushie, sprinklers. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I've been waiting for the girder to come up, dude. I'm waiting for that shit. Please no spikes. That shit. Oh, fuck. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Oh, you fuck. Oh, you fuck. Yeah. Yeah. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The spear's cord. The spear and the spear. Wait, rope on Nagito's left hand? Rope on Nagito. That's a cord, right? It's a cord, right? I'm not crazy. I'm probably crazy. I'm probably fucking this up. Oh no, I'm right. Cool. Ah! Sick!
It's all coming together.
In my fucking brain.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
The fuck is ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I mean, personally, I do it because I think it's cool. Like, throw it at him like a Spartan.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide?
For realsies.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
Yeah, fuck, dude.
That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Yeah, how does he have the strength to hold on to that with cuts like that in his arm, in his, like, bicep? That's what it looks like. And I'm pretty sure that if this spear impaled him that bad, this spear was heavy.
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
This is fucking crazy.
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
He's a fucking cock. Jeez. And I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. Stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's dead. That's the form his malice took. I had forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
I don't even know what that means.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. That bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we have all these truth bullets.
It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is? Or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
voting time.
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
Why did you say it like that? He makes me doubt myself.
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Shut the fuck up.
Hold on.
Oh shit, hold on. Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death. And it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. I don't know. The duct tape?
Crap!
Dude, I don't know. Can it mess with the file? I don't know.
I see.
What? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
What about
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
it? What? His weight? The victim is Nagito Kameda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to fucking figure this out myself. Oh fuck. C, cock? I don't know. Probably a vowel. Cat, fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cause of death? Cause of death? Cause of fuck. Of oh my god, dude, stop. Of dude, holy shit. Dude, I can't, like... You're not giving me time for anything. No, that's not it. Now, where's the T? Dude, stop! Stop! Holy shit! Where's the H? H, please, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die.
I got it!
Cause of death. What was the question again?
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Oh. Yeah, I guess he's right. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
Yeah, I guess.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth.
The fuck?
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
You're a piece of shit.
But even during Gundam's case, And before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
It's a homicidal suicidal.
Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right.
Oh my god. I love her.
That's what I believe.
Oh,
Shut up, Monami.
splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you. Huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then, this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No. Never mind. I'm probably overthinking it. Halftime? Halftime! Oh, let's go.
No!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Manami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Manami and I are bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough, why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. Oh, how sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. And as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my older brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Man bait. Get some man on my bait. Oh, that sounded weird. Okay, I think I'll stop. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be it for today's episode of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, episode 34, baby. Yeah. So what happened in today's episode? We started the 5th class trial, aka possibly the last class trial, and yeah, kind of ruled things out and pinpointed that Nagito practically killed himself. It was suicide. It was a suicide, and we think that he tried to do it so that we'd all fuck up, guess wrong, and evidently get ourselves killed by voting for the wrong person. But apparently there's other intentions behind that, and we're not really satisfied with what we have so far. So in the next episode, we're going to continue the class trial on the second half and possibly rule out his actual intentions. Again, if you guys are new and haven't done so already, please subscribe and show your support for the Danganronpa Let's Play series. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Remember to turn on them notifications if you are a subscriber yourself, because it would always notify you of the new videos. And I know I haven't been very consistent with the weekly videos because of life stuff and school stuff, so I do apologize about that, but I will do my best to be more consistent, I guess. Make sure to check out the other stuff that I have on my channel, the other Let's Plays, the other gameplays, all the funny videos that I have for you, because trust me, they are very entertaining. And if you want a good laughs, I would recommend you go and check those out. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you in the next Splash God experience.